This video is for the parents. So this is just advice that for something that I do in my own life. This is not for everybody, and just a disclaimer to do some of your own research before making any decisions of what you want to do. So if you want to help your kids start adulthood out on a better financial foundation than you did, this one tip could help give them a huge head start by the time they turn 18. So as a parent, I feel like it's my responsibility to give my child a better start than what I had. And a lot of us grew up learning about money the hard way, which is making our own mistakes, trial and error, and even maybe having to make deposits or pay extra fees to even be able to get credit or use it. Well, I decided that my son shouldn't have to start at zero, and I wanted him to start adulthood already equipped with the financial knowledge that I wish I had had. So I'm teaching my son everything that I wish I'd known at his age, and I'm gonna share it with you too. So that's why I'm starting this video series, that I want to share the things that I'm teaching to my son. And it's all the things about money and credit and financial habits. So if you're a parent of one of my son's friends, you might have already heard some of these tips and tricks, but if not, here's just some more information about it. So one of the best things that I've done for my son to help secure his financial future is to help him, well, one, teach him a lot about finance, but also to help him build his credit early. And how I did that was I added him as an authorized user on my credit card as soon as he was old enough. Each credit card has different standards on when they will allow you to add a child as an authorized user, some of which will do it at 13 or 15, or sometimes they won't allow it until 18. You just have to check with your credit card and also see what their standards are for that as well. So when I turned 18, I had no credit, and I had to pay a deposit just to get a cell phone plan. And every financial step I had, I felt like I had to start at the bottom. Just to get utilities turned on, I had to pay a very large deposit just to get them turned on because I had no credit. Because my son is an authorized user on my credit card, when he turned 18, he already started with a credit score, and he has years of credit history that's already on him, and he qualifies for more things without a higher deposit, and he doesn't have as high interest rates also. He will begin his adulthood on a solid financial ground. So an important warning that I feel like it's really important to say is that this will only help your child if you manage your credit responsibly. So if you regularly carry a high credit card balance, or if you pay your bills late, or you struggle with overspending yourself, then this isn't a tip or trick that you should do, because it's going to end up hurting them more than it's going to help them. So just a few tips to make sure that you're doing it right. If you're responsible with your own credit and credit cards, this is how you can make it work for your kid. You need to add them as an authorized user on your credit card. Now, not all credit cards will report the credit for your minor, so you just have to check with your credit card's policy. Something that you can do to help is make sure that you have one small reoccurring bill that's on the card every month, and then make sure that you're paying that off in full, and then keeping your utilization low. And my tip is to keep it under 5 to 10%. So what that means is if you have $1,000 as your credit, you're only using a 5 to 10% of that amount on the card, and then you're paying it off every month. So and that will help quietly build their credit in the background. So I hope this helps you as a parent, and I realize that we can't always control everything our kids face, but we can try to give them a stronger start than what we had. And as I always say, you'll thank me later.